Hi, welcome to Claria Yoga. I'm Claire. I'm going to talk just a little bit about props over the last few months in my movement classes where we explore a bit of slow flow yoga and functional movement. I've had a few comments from people who struggle with using props, not because they're hard to use. In fact, they actually help them in their practice. It's more about the fact that they find that there's a negative connotation attached to them, that by using them they are somehow implied to be weaker or less able or capable, that there's some sort of defect in their practice or their bodies because they've had to bring a block or a bolster into their practice. So I'm just going to show you around me what I've got here. I have a strap, a blanket. I have got 3 different types of blocks and bricks. And then on the other side of me, I have a bolster. I happen to like the cylindrical shape, but there do exist others which are flatter, wider, shorter, and also lots of different fillings, softer, sturdier. So that type of bolster. Now I use this all the time. Not necessarily for restorative yoga, which is the style of yoga that I teach the most, and that uses a lot of props because that's the whole purpose, to support the body. I use all of this in the other yoga styles that I practice, my movement practices, that will include vinyasa yoga, power yoga, yin yoga as well, which I also teach. So I discovered props and I've been using them now for about 15 years. Why? Because they helped my body to flourish. Because as I started to learn more about the functional approach to yoga and movement, that way of adapting the practice to your body rather than forcing your body into a particular shape, I learned about how much it could help me in my practice so that I had a different experience. And as the years have gone by, there are some where I gravitate automatically to using props, and there are others where on a given day I may play around a bit. I may find that I'm tighter on a given day, and bringing a block into my triangle pose, for example, really gives me that lovely open stretch through the chest. Or maybe if I'm coming into a side angle variation and I'd like to go a little lower to the floor, but not so low that I start to feel something that doesn't quite feel right, I may bring a block under my hand for that. The negative connotation that you might be feeling in your movement practice or yoga practice and associated with the use of blocks, props, whatever it may be, is coming 98% of the time from what you have seen in someone else and from someone else's or an external viewpoint which has somehow sort of made it in to your psyche and into your body and into your practice. I would really encourage you to explore with the props, enjoy them, and see what works on a given day. By allowing the props to become an extension of your body, you're giving your body a better chance to really open up and deepen into the practice. That's the whole approach to that functional and, as I said before, that adaptive way of working with a movement practice. By using props and bringing them into your practice, just having them around you, you can easily just bring them in or bring them out, and you're listening, most importantly, to your body as to whether a prop comes in or a prop goes out. One of the most important points that I would love to have you take away from this video is remembering that the reality is that we are all different. And in yoga and in movement practices, trying to get everybody to conform to a particular shape, we're not talking about ballet and dancing here where a particular visual ideal is reached. Your fitness regimen, your practice, your movement flow, your yoga is for you to be able to experience your body and do what's right for your body. I would encourage you to trust your body's messages. If your body is telling you that really trying to get your hand down to the floor in your triangle is just really making your side scream, then bringing your hand higher up or bringing a block under your hand to give you better access to that lovely opening through the chest, I'd get you to trust that that message from your body is really speaking to what's best for you. There really is an inherent wisdom in our bodies, one that we frequently ignore. So in experimenting with blocks and bolsters and straps, blankets, whatever you may have or whatever you may gravitate towards, experiment with it and be playful and have fun with it. Our structures are all different, so the person standing next to you in class is going to have a completely different experience to the experience that you're going to have. They're built differently, you have different skeletal structures, your connective tissue has evolved a different way, and the lives that you lead are going to be very, very unique to you. And as a result, how you move is going to be unique to you. And how your body moves in a specific structure within, yoga or movement or whatever your teacher might be suggesting, again, needs to be able to move within the structure, but for you. It's that body awareness and that body connection. It gives you a much richer experience when you truly listen to your body, maintain that body awareness. That shows that you've got that partnership and that relationship with your body, which is where any of our practices should start with, so that we're not first, from the first step, influenced by the external. Very hard to do because, of course, when you go into a group class, for example, or you're working with your teacher, you're focusing there. But hopefully your teacher is bringing your awareness back to yourself and to do what's right for your body without bringing those feelings in of inadequacy or that there's something wrong with you. It's absolutely wonderful to partner your yoga and movement practice with these props. I think they're fantastic. So I hope that that has dispelled any views that you have of yourself. I have suggested just a couple of links below. I don't have any affiliations with these companies. I just happen to use these companies for sourcing my own props. If you have any questions or doubts about props, then do pop a comment below, ask away. I'd be very happy to hear from you. And I hope you found this helpful. I look forward to seeing you in my next class online.